Yeah, we are getting damage reports from all around the area. Houston County, too, has been hard hit in certain areas, and that's where we find Molly Jett.
That's right. I'm here at Statham Landing here in Warner Robins near the base. And as you can see here, this is something we noticed as soon as we got here. Some of the tornado debris scattered across the street, and it's pretty active. We've seen several emergency responders come up and down this road, but I wanted to take you over to where we're standing, which is in front of Miss Patricia Marshall's front yard. She says she's lived here for about a year, and she was home when this happened. So, Miss Patricia, what was this like for you to be home and hear this?
Very scary. It was very windy because my house was full of windows. We have a lot of windows, and it was shattering, and you see the truck back came off the truck and something was hitting the back of the house, and it was really scary. And you see all the debris out here. So
Of course. And she lives just nearby the base, and so she said sirens were going off, and you were telling me that the wind has pushed your husband's truck a little bit, right?
Yeah, the whole back of you see the back end is open. It opened that. Yeah, I haven't looked around the back to see what was moved around, but I came out here to kind of see what was going on once the wind died down.
Now, how fast did this take place? I can see that a lot of this debris has scattered across your front yard. So how fast do you think this happened?
4 o'clock and till maybe 4:10 or 4:15. I mean, we saw it coming because it sounded like hail at first. I mean, it was that strong and it was hitting that hard. So, yeah, it was really scary. And I was like, okay, let's hurry up and get in and get into a shelter. You know, we got a little area for a shelter. And that's what we did so far. And I just came out here to kind of see what was going on and see what the damage was.
But you all are okay, and you all got home safely from work?
Fine. We're all fine. We just want to see what the damage are, to assess the damage around here, and that's it. That's it. But
I also saw some of your neighbors out here too. Some of them were out here. They came out to check on you and each other. But yes, this had just come in shortly after, and as you can see, this storm debris, we came in and we saw a couple of downed branches at the front of the neighborhood. They had crashed over someone's front fence, but we have not scouted the rest of the neighborhood. It looks like emergency responders are still scouting, so I haven't been able to see what they're looking at right now, but we have heard there is some damage closer to the golf course, but we are in Warner Robins. And if you take a look, there's a Houston County fire truck headed down the street right now. So as you can see, this is just what the scene looks like right now. It's still drizzling outside. It's not as windy, but as Patricia said, it was windier earlier today. And as you can see, there's still some debris out in the front yard. There's some leaves here. We've got more trucks headed down. We've seen several, more than a dozen at least, but they're all still scouting in the area. And again, we're in Houston County, Warner Robins, and if you're just joining us, we are in front of a woman's home. She was here when this wind and everything happened. She said she and her family went ahead and took each other inside of their basement and took cover. She said her front yard, front of her house has a lot of glass, so she worried that her glass was going to shatter, but her house is intact and they are okay. And I guess you could say, sure, you went in. Yeah.
Laundry room, because we don't have any place that doesn't have windows.
And you said your neighbor has. Oh. You said your neighbor has a bunker.
Yes.
Okay. And I guess with all of this happening right now, we have checked in with EMA directors in Houston County, and at this moment in Houston County, they are still surveying the area, whether that is Bon Air, Warner Robins, and so forth. But as I told you at the beginning, there was downed trees over a fence, and so far we're still seeing many cars go throughout the county. So stay with us. I will be back at 6 o'clock. Back to you, Frank and Lori. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Molly. And of course, Ms. Patricia, she talks about the windows rattling and so forth. And, just what Taylor and Ben were saying, when those warnings come out, you have to get to an interior place in your home away from those windows, because that can be a scary situation.